Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. We're playing some Out of Ore today. We're on the Coal Country DLC map. So we started digging down here and we have this big hopper here. I'm going to go ahead and start. As you can see, if you've watched the last couple episodes, we've already started using the big DLC mover here. We're going to keep doing that. Right now, the challenge with this is we're only getting dirt and coal, which is fine because it does add up to money, but obviously it's not the big money. So, what we're going to do is we're going to continue to add. I want to put some hoppers going this direction towards the loader there, and the end of this as well, into the main plant here. So there's a couple ways of doing it. We're in grid build, so what I can do is I can mark where I want the next thing to come over, because this is 4 sections basically, and we're already using one, so I can do this to mark where I want to line up the next set of conveyors. Again, I'm going to put some hoppers in going this direction. So if I want to keep those lined up with those hoppers, I can do this. So this lets me know basically where I want to be. Now this grid here is lower by 1 than where I'm at. So if I go to put some hoppers in here, which we don't have any at the moment, but let's say we're going to put 2 hoppers in. And we're going to be on grid build. We can make the hoppers go whatever direction we want. So we want them to go this direction like this, but we want them to be lower than that. And also we probably want them back 1 because of the turn. So that's kind of what we want. And this thing has no problem dumping into this, so really we could just do that like that. So the power is going to be on this end because we got it going backwards here. Okay. Go back to grid build. Okay. we've already got some cables here, so let's go back over to snap build. And, these are probably a little too close. Yeah, this is not going to work. We're doing our conveyor there. Yeah. Obviously, we got our lift into everything here. So we're going to want a right turn here. When you play other games, man, you get the buttons all jacked up. So we want a right turn, and we want some straights. I don't know if we've got any in the box over there, so we're going to do this, and this is going to collide, right? So we're going to have to take this out. And then we're going to do the small incline, I think, works out with the grid mode. This one here. I think it is, it's still. We're going to need a 4 and a hopper. A 6 and a hopper will make it exactly even. So if we do a 6 and a chute, I keep saying a hopper, but we want a chute. So now it's looking pretty consistent here. This will clear out once we power it up. It'll get rid of all this. So we blew it up because this pole can't handle what's on this line. So that was pretty cool, exciting stuff. So we may blow them all. Hey, we can get $4 out of it. Let's just go ahead and get let's get this one. Maybe this one will work. We'll have to replace all these small ones. Okay. I usually get the biggest ones anyway. Yeah. It's what I should just always do, just get the maximum ones. Let's just sell these. So we're not doing this over and over again. I mean, money, guys, is not hard to make in this game. Oh, we fried the power cables too. Makes sense. Alright, now if we just take one piece of dirt and throw into each of these. It'll clear this out underneath. So this is still a little buried, but that's okay. The conveyor's a little buried. Which I don't care for. I don't mind a little bit like that. I just this is starting to be a little sketchy, but so I already moved a little bit of dirt just to try to widen this out a little bit. So let's double check over here just to make sure we got nothing crazy going on. And by crazy, I mean everything's full, right? So, as you can see, we probably want to sell some coal off already. So coal still sells for about 90,000 a stack. We're also getting dirt, which sells for about 14,000 a stack, and we're not getting anything else right now. No pay dirt, no nothing. I've got it going. This one continues on through, so it allows it to come through. Only thing's coming through now is dirt. So stack of coal, 90,991. A stack of dirt, 13,999. So we're at 25 million right now. Now, let's get this big boy into position. And we may want it to have buried power. Might have been the better thing to do. Now this thing is going to move a lot of dirt very quickly. A lot of material, a lot of coal, whatever. I'm hitting the wrong button here. A little wobbly just because that front end is so this does not take long at all. It doesn't take long at all to get it full here, so. Yeah, it's a little, it's weird. It's, to me, it's a little too unstable for that little bit being not flat. So if we look at this, it's already got 95,000 in it. We've got none on this one right now, but so it's not a great pass because we're leaving that ridge. We'll have to adjust to try to get that ridge knocked out. But everything we're getting right now is coal. All right, 200,000. So that's going to fill this up fairly quickly. As you can see, we're on our third stack. We sold it down to 2 rows. And every tick is 246. So once it hits 99.99, it's going to shoot over to the next row. So now we got room before we run out, but at 200,000, that's 20 stacks. So let's go ahead and jump on this, and let's go ahead and work on trying to get down into some other stuff. Right now, this is all just garbage dirt. Take it easy, take it easy. Woo! Alright, alright, alright. Always a good day, Tater, when you don't die. All this dirt is just going into that silo that we'll be able to sell it off. Again, it's not a good way to make money, but you will make money doing it. Guys, don't forget to check out the channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. Quite a few videos on the channel for you to check out, especially in out of ore. But if you like Minecraft, I've been playing some Hytale. It's like more of the adult version, kind of. The new and improved. A little better combat system, in my opinion. A little more challenging. I also have another channel called Fishing with the Brew Man. Check that out. It's my real life fishing channel. Right now it's January in Ohio. We've been getting a lot of snow, and right now a lot of negative degree weather. You know, for those of you not in the U.S., we're using Fahrenheit. 32 is freezing. 0 is 32 degrees below freezing, and it's been below 0. So very cold here. Usually right now the average temp starting to be in February should be like in the even 40 during the day. So, but Ohio is one of those states that has even a lot of memes on how much the weather changes. It's just one of those things. You know, if you don't like the weather in Ohio, wait 5 minutes, it'll change. It's just one of those things. Makes it difficult to do some fishing. A lot of people are telling me to ice fish, which I do agree with. People catch a lot of fish ice fishing, but the older I get, the less I like the cold. So I'll let someone else ice fish, and I'll stay here and play some video games. So I was just trying to integrate it in. So it's a little wonky right here at the beginning, but we're going to continue to go down with it here. I keep hitting tab and every button except the right button to get it correct here. We'll do that just to fill up space. So when you're in grid build too, it's not going to penalize you for standing in the spot there. It's just going to go ahead and drop it down even if you're standing there. All right. And then once we get down here deep enough, we'll tunnel it. We'll make a tunnel, and we'll put us another hopper down in the tunnel. Bring it out. Now this is burning coal. Obviously, we're getting plenty of coal, but we are down a little ways. It's pretty efficient, honestly. This one's got a little more in it, but since we got so much, this is still processing. We've been doing that other stuff, so it's down to 12,000. So and again, I don't think we're getting a lot of dirt from the other side. We're still getting some. So we're going to grab all that right now and sell that. Again, $13,999. That adds up. 10 stacks is still 139,000. As you can see, we're getting lots of coal. So let's go ahead and put another stack in here. We'll just put the partial stack and then this. Maybe 2 full stacks and a partial. So one thing I like about this game is the map mode. Let's do 2 full stacks and a partial. We'll sell the rest of this off, and then I'll show you like the map, why I like the map. So again, 90,000. We got over 10 stacks here. That's 900,000 just for 10 stacks. So 27 million. But let's hit the map mode here, and I'll show you. It'll show you. So here's the concrete it's going down. Obviously, once you get to tunnel mode, it'll just show you the dirt. But here's the actual setup we got now. We got the power plant. We got like 4 hoppers here, and then we got the 2 new one, the newer power plant. You can see there's no dirt in this one. No dirt in this one. There's still dirt over here in this one. So this motor's probably not as high as this motor. As you can see, it shows you the processing. Here's the power plant. This is the coal. This is the wash plant. The dirt and all the rubies and stuff's going here. We're not getting any of that. This is going to be the trommel's pulling this out, right? Here's your water feeding this. This is going to be your gravel crusher and all that. It's going to go through the froth floater. So it's going to split off. Some of it's going to give me gravel. So I'm assuming this is a metal sorter here. I'll have to look. So this will give me any direct ore. This will give me gravel, and this will give me extra ore and stuff after it comes out of the froth floater. Again, it's got water here as well to run. So that's what that symbol is. It's like a steam or a water, and you can see the water spraying there. So this here, if you look, this is pulling out all the metal ore. Here's a backup vehicle, so if we want to explore. We had some straights and a right in here already. We could have just left in here. I'll go ahead and stick some lights in here right now. We'll hold on to that. But we'll look at this. Again, I think this one's getting blown up a little bit more. Okay, it's processed it all now. So if we look at the map, now you can see there's nothing coming out of the ground here. Because this one goes here, goes underground, comes out. This is all underground here. I just left it buried. So now everything's caught up. And here's where we're going to put some of the processing. We haven't done it yet. you guys missed the episode on the build, you guys can go back. This one's the Coal Country DLC. You can start at episode 1. I didn't get too creative with the names, but there's a playlist. Alright, so again, once you're rolling, if you want to play hardcore and cut down trees, yeah, then money's a struggle at first. But once you've been established, you can move money in and out of the company. I've got $75 million sitting in the company right now that I can pull out of any of this. So I can take it to any map. Unfortunately, I just hit the D button, so I got to make sure this is still in here. And I can also drop this down lower, so that's as low as it goes, but it's kind of at an downward angle. And then if I go back to this, I know it's this one here that gives me this view. I don't know which view you guys prefer. If you have a preference, let me know. I mean, you prefer this view? Cab view. Now once we get to the other side, all we're going to do is drop this down lower and come right back through same pass. But what that's going to do is that's going to cause some issues, and I'll show you why. Because we moved so much, now we've got this big hump. I moved it so far, we've got this big hump. We're going to have to move back and get this ridge. But if you look how big of an angle from over there to over there that this thing does swipe, but it does better. I don't know if we can get up here or not. Yep, it's too much. We might be able to do this again. So if you look at this thing, one side doesn't have anything on it besides this giant area. But this bucket here, sometimes all this framework can get in the way. So you can get a little deeper scoop coming back this direction, left to right or whatever. So, but we're going to work on getting this right here. So I was trying to determine, and we need to buy some more of these. We need to build us a little place to stay, a little apartment. So one of the thought processes was, and as you can see, this is too deep. I was trying to make it like this, right at grid level. That way you can drop the next hopper in or whatever, and it's good. So that was the thought process. But again, it's, as you can see, once we drive, we're going to either have to drive down in there or whatever. I don't know. We'll try to. And we could have buried these. Some of the maps I've got these buried, and I do seem to like it better. So we'll let that process, and we'll. was going to happen. I knew it. I knew it, but I did it anyway. Whoa. You can turn the dirt animations off on this game to make it a little easier on the computer. If your computer is struggling a little bit. Again, this is just giving us all dirt right now, or coal, and there's no, this is obviously no coal here. I'm missing a block here, huh? So I wanted to go down to try to get into some, solid rock and some ores. You're not going to run out of dirt to dig or material to dig on this game, guys. You can dig to your heart's content. We've got a few different playthroughs. I like you can kind of attack every map a little differently. I'm just to the point where I'm not really playing the hardcore mode, cutting down trees, trying to scrape and scrimp for $1,000. If you guys want, if I had enough people asking for a hardcore playthrough, I would do it again. But as far as I'm concerned, the idea of starting back to level 1 is not what I want to do. So here's where the Draymite can come in handy. We can put that up here. We know that we don't care if this gets destroyed. Draymite destroys it, but again, it's this is just dirt, so we're not losing any money by doing that. that one's in there correctly. Well, I don't think the I don't think the other one's in there correctly either. We got all kinds of problems here. Alright, we'll have to clean out this corner to get it correct. Sometimes I get a tendency to dig a little too much with the pickaxe. So, you know, the old days, that was your go-to. All right, let's run one more check here. So this is clear. It's just massive amounts of coal. And that we didn't even make a pass, a whole complete pass. This is all, these three are from the loader that we did. 27.1. $28.4, so 1.3 million. Just like that. Guys, I do appreciate you. Until next time, have fun digging that dirt. I am out of here.